So we're about to take one link of this chain and solve a very annoying problem on our little Kubota BX. All right, guys, we need one link of chain here. So we're gonna try our best. Put one side. And the other. Now I'll give you a hint. It involves this, and this, and this. I accidentally struck an arc in the wrong spot there because I am no pro. Now, it's my experience that anytime anybody breaks out a welder on YouTube, they're a little bit scared that they're gonna get roasted by real welders. But here's the deal, and I've said this before on my channel. On a farm, it's not about how pretty it is, it's whether it holds or not. And we literally welded these on here just to hold clips in place. So they're not even gonna be under tension. So this is one that, honestly, anybody could do it. It doesn't matter. I mean, if they break off, you weld them on again, you get a second try. So what's the harm in trying, right? But we got good welds on these, and they're gonna be pretty stout. I think they're in a spot where they'll be out of the way, but it's going to solve a pretty big problem for me. Real quick, I wanna introduce you to a few of the tools that we are using for this job because they are so handy. We've got this Bauer Band Saw that we picked up from Harbor Freight, and I actually bought this for my son as a present, and we use it for everything. And one of the really cool things that we found for this is we found a supplier that makes this vise table that fits all of these different types of bandsaws. So you can get them for the Milwaukee, you can get them for the Vevor, all the different brands, but it has the bolt pattern, so it'll work with all of them. It's kind of universal. And it just mounts in a bench vise. So this is our bench vise here, and we've just got this little table, portable table here, set up with a bandsaw with a foot switch. And you just plug the foot switch into an extension cord, and your trigger on your bandsaw is just zip tied here into the on position. And then you use your momentary foot switch to control the bandsaw. And it works great. You've got your hands free, you can do your cutting, so you can use it for all sorts of things. Love the Bauer Band Saw. Now the next thing is, if you can see over here behind me, we have several welders. We have our Yes Welder multi-process welder, which does plasma cutting and all of that all in one. But we also have a Vevor 250 amp multi-process welder, which does stick welding, TIG welding, and MIG welding. And that's the one I'm using right now. Honestly, it's a pretty high rated welder. The 250 amp welder, man, it does a really good job with nice hot welds when you're welding stuff that's thick. And I've been really pleased with the Vevor welder. I'm kind of trying to put it through its paces so that I can be honest and share good information. But we've shared that information on that welder in the channel. I'll drop a link down in the description so you can check out that full video if you want to. But if you're interested in picking up one of these Vevor welders, there'll be a link for that welder down in the description as well. Now, I'm not making this video for a particular company, but I will tell you the Vevor welder was provided to me by the company a while back when I made that video about it. And I do get commission if you use that link. So if you're gonna buy the product anyway, I'm not asking you to buy anything you wouldn't buy already. But if you are interested in buying it and you use my link, then I'll get a little bit of commission, and it helps me to afford to make these videos and share all this with you. As far as the bandsaw and all of that, I paid for that. Those were our choices of what products to buy, and we've been really pleased with it. We've used the Bauer Band Saw a lot, and it's a good product. And of course you don't want it to rust, so we let her cool down a little bit. Hit her with a little primer. Gonna have to go by and see the boys at Kubota and pick up some gray paint. So right now all we have is black. While we're letting the paint dry, I'll take you over here and I'll explain to you why it is that we needed to make this upgrade to our tractor. All right, so we are here with the Kubota backed up to the bush hog so that I can show you what we run into. And it took me far too long to figure this out. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw a shout out there to Brad over at Piney Grove, because when I visited his farm and used his L3901, I saw this on his 3-point arms and realized that every 3-point arm needs a place to store these linchpins, because I always kept mine in the implement. But of course you've got to have enough to go around if every time you go to an implement you're looking for linchpins to be in each one of these and ready to go. But if you have them stored on your tractor, then it doesn't matter if I'm hooking up to the rotary cutter or I'm hooking up to the post hole digger, whatever it is. I don't have to have 15 different sets of linchpins. I have a set on the tractor and there they are. The simplest thing, and a lot of tractors have these, but the Kubota BX does not. I want you to share with me down below what kind of tractor you have and if yours has a place to store linchpins on the 3-point arms. We do now. And I'm pretty excited about it. All in all, guys, it took me about 15 minutes to do this upgrade, and I think it's gonna come in really handy. I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner. But hope you guys enjoyed today's video and appreciate y'all watching. Y'all have a good day.